It is Thursday, and you know what that means. It is another Throwback Thursday with Lori Kent discussing a local historical marker.
Woohoo!
I love this. I love Thursdays.
Oh, thanks so much. Well, you know, we're going to a park, but it doesn't have a teeter-totter, so
I know.
Sorry about that.
We were just talking before this how Lexi and I were talking about teeter-totter, seesaw, whatever it's called. I miss it.
I grew up with teeter-totters.
Yes, teeter-totters. That's what I thought it was too.
That's what I grew up with, but this park doesn't have one.
No.
But we're going to head to Lyon Park, which is actually really close to here. It's on 14th and Phillips Avenue, and it was donated to the city by W.H. Lyon and his wife, Winona Axtell Lyon. And it's interesting because the area actually used to be called Gales Grove, which is, we're a prairie. Like, where did this grove come from? Well, Artemus Gale, who is the brother of Helen McKinnon, actually, and he was a land prospector. He showed up in Sioux Falls before it was Sioux Falls. He bought and sold a lot of Sioux Falls, and this used to be his home, and so he made it a grove. By in 1870, he took a wagon up to Lake Madison and he harvested some cottonwood trees and he brought them back to Sioux Falls to plant in this area. So that's how it got the name Gales Grove. Him and W.H. were actually really good friends, and so he actually ends up with the land, and him and his wife, they buy a home. And if you walk around the park, you'll see these really cool flower beds, and they're to reflect the foundation of the home that used to be there. And so W.H. and his wife buy this home in 1904. It was built, though, in 1881, and they moved it there, which they don't make them like they used to. I mean, to move a house, that's pretty sturdy, but this house actually ends up getting moved again in the late 1880s, and shockingly enough, it's still around. It's still in Sioux Falls. It's just no longer at Lyon Park. So in 1928, when this park is donated to the land, or to the city by W.H. and his wife, it makes it the 9th city park. So it's not their first rodeo, the Sioux Falls Parks and Rec, it's their 9th rodeo. So they know a little bit more about what they're doing with parks. And Lyons really felt like it was important for downtown Sioux Falls to have this beautiful park really close to the busy, bustling downtown business district. W.H. was a lawyer. He spent most of his working time in downtown Sioux Falls, and he wanted there to be this piece of nature where everybody could go and enjoy. But this isn't the only gift that they make to the city. The Lyons actually make a way bigger gift to the city, and I'm wondering if you know what it is.
Oh, I wonder. Maybe, maybe just the fairgrounds.
Yeah, there you go. So what's interesting about that is, so that's called the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds, and this is called Lyon Park. Well, it's Lyon Park because both him and his wife donated this land, and it's called W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds because W.H. had already passed away, and his wife donated it in his name to keep his name alive, which I think she did a pretty good job of.
That is so sweet. And I just think it's so cool, you know, that you kind of going back to what you talked about with having this piece of nature, you know, where it's so busy downtown. I love driving by in the summer and seeing people out there enjoying it. It's just such a great, you know, place if you've never been.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So do you end up visiting there a lot? Is there a historical marker there?
There is a historical marker there, but we didn't cover it today, but it's really cool. Maybe we'll have to go back.
Okay, we'll have to take an in-depth look at that.
I love it.
If people want to learn more about your podcast, as always, how can they do so?
Absolutely, you can go to localloopodcast.com.
Okay, well, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after the break.